So after a busy and chaotic summer, my kitchen is exhausted and this drawer, of course, is the worst hit. I love Dana's suggestion for this.
This is my solution. The simple version is that I store my containers with their lids on. That's it. Just doing that will solve your frustrations.
Okay, I've had a lot of messages on my videos from the past about keeping lids on the containers. And I'm going to tell you something. The reason why I have struggled in the past is we are on a well, and well water is not as sterilized as city water. So I'm concerned that by keeping the containers on things that they will start to smell. So I'm going to do a little experiment and tell you at the end how it turned out. What I've done in the meantime is I have this drawer for round things and then this drawer for square things. And it would go fine if it was just me putting things away, but it's not just me putting things away. It's my darling children doing it too. So I have to make it work for everybody. Now my friend Dawn has a great solution for those of us who love appliances.
The bread maker, rice maker, quesadilla maker, panini maker, pasta maker, juice maker. All of these things that are an individual appliance designed to make pretty much a single thing. But are you using it for that?
Now this one I have taken to heart for the past few years. We should evaluate how much we are using something. So this is my ice cream maker. And if it goes just 1 year without being used, I am going to declutter it. Now I will tell you, that is one thing that keeps me using it, because I pretty much don't use it all year until summer rolls around. But I made the best chocolate peanut butter ice cream and I put little flakes of Malden sea salt in it and it was delicious. Now my son desperately wants an ice cream maker so he can unleash his inner Uncle Roger. But at this point in time, it just is too easy for us to use the absorption method and I just can't justify getting a rice maker for our family. But I do really like Natalie Bennett's solution.
Another thing that's been working really good for us is this corner cabinet, which we designed to basically be our small appliance hideout, because again, we don't like to have stuff on our countertops very much.
Okay, so I keep my appliances here. Now, even if you live in a small place, it's good to have a designated spot, even if it's a closet. And yes, I do have 2 Instant Pots, and at this moment in time, it works for our family. And I'm gonna get into that in a second. I use this one to make a lot of broth, but if at any time I'm not using it, it's gonna be gone. Now, I keep some of my canning supplies in the basement. There seems to be a nasty rumor going around that us minimalists want people to declutter everything, even if they use it. No, like I said, I use that second Instant Pot. So if you use it, I say keep it. As long as you're not drowning in air fryers, the things that I have, I keep, but I evaluate it on a regular basis to see if I really do need to keep it. And I have nothing against air fryers. I just don't see the need for one for me yet. I love what Rachel from Nourishing Minimalism recommends.
We have to make room in our kitchen cupboards. Most of us have cupboards that are full of all kinds of things. So we've kind of pushed them into the very back so they're kind of out of the way.
Rachel's point is that if we have our cupboards jam-packed, our counters will be messy.
It is absolutely true. I used to think if I use it every day, I should just leave it out. But I am not leaving the toaster out. I'm not leaving the blender out. We do use them daily, sometimes a couple times a day. But if there's room to put it away, I'm just going to put it away. It just feels better to have it neat. The only thing I leave out is the kettle because it is an on-demand kettle, and our soda stream because that sucker is cumbersome. Does your pot and pan drawer look like this? Here's what my buddy Cass suggests.
So I just picked up this really inexpensive lid organizer. That way all the lids can be tucked to the side. This saves so much space. You can nest all your pots and pans together.
Obviously, it's better if we can just nest our pots and pans. But like Cass suggests, the lids are a problem. So I got something similar to what she suggested from IKEA. It's an accordion and you just pop it in here. I just like to arrange the lids from smallest to largest. I think it's a universally accepted fact that opening the fridge is very scary because you might find some old sausage or maybe old onions. Perhaps you're avoiding those cherries that you are dying for all year. Here's the thing, you might even find some very old and yucky plum. But Melissa Maker from Clean My Space has an incredible solution for us to keep on top of things.
Always make sure that you're pulling things out that you know are just not going to be eaten.
Quite often I will just say, I'll wait until garbage day, but of course I forget and things end up in there for way too long. And if we're using Dana's suggestion of limiting storage containers, then we probably have already pulled them out long ago and they're already in the drawer. Now when I open it, if I spot something that needs to come out, I just take it out and I deal with it right away. And that also saves us from those pesky days where you have like a ton of spoiled containers piled up and you're basically like trying to pawn them off on somebody or make some really down and dirty trades. One of the best ways to keep your kitchen tidy and clean is a cleaning routine. Check out Diane in Denmark.
15 minutes decluttering and cleaning in here. The main thing is that you just get up off your bahookie and join me, because every time we're in the zone, and you'll find that it's really easy. Once you've got things organized, it's really easy to put things away.
I love how Diane tackles one drawer that could use a tidy each time it's the kitchen zone week. And you could go beyond that. The kitchen zone, it's a whole fly lady thing.
What about those Tupperware containers that I had hesitated putting lids on for so long because I was concerned that the moisture trapped inside would start to smell? Well, after a couple of days, I was shocked.
Not bad. The liquid inside seems to dry up, which is interesting.
And they don't smell. Now, people might worry that they would take up a lot of space, but Dana has a very important point to make about that.
No, you can't have as many. I can't handle as many as I had. Like I literally, there was no hope of mine ever being under control because I had more than I could possibly handle.
I was not even planning on decluttering my Tupperware, but I realized that once I could actually keep the lids on, this was a great opportunity. And I figured, well, I'm going to need to tidy it up. So I pulled everything out, put all of the lids on. And once I started putting things in, I recognized that everything fit. And those Tupperware, or the Rubbermaid Tupperware, I actually did not need those anymore, because look at all of the glass ones we had. This is just the square drawer, because down below, that's where I keep the round things. It's just been an easier way of organizing things. And I have those little stand things for when I make freezer meals. But look at how beautiful this is. And look at all that I was able to donate today.
And I love how organized and tidy it is now. I also decluttered a bunch of the Tupperware that we're not using, because as Dana says, when things are in the fridge and the freezer all of the time, you actually have way more containers that you're not using that are probably wasting food. This is amazing. Cleaning your kitchen can still be a huge challenge if it's still cluttered. Here is some of my own best kitchen decluttering advice right here. Thank you to the amazing creators in this video. I absolutely am a huge fan of all of them. I hope something fun happens for you today. Stay cozy, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!